yet. But what I really wanted to talk about was our squash were getting brown on the ends. Now they're not doing it now. We've remedied that problem. This is basically what that looks like, and the technical name for that is squash blossom end rot. Alright, we're out here watering the garden. Now if you'll notice, I'm watering it at the root zone only, and there's a couple reasons for that. Squash aren't a real water loving plant as far as a lot of other garden plants go. Basically, they don't like to be wet all the time. They need water, of course, and you need water to have a big squash, but you don't want the water to sit on the leaves, especially if you're watering in the later day like I am right now. It's almost evening now, so you don't want that water to sit all night. But since I work, obviously I gotta water when I can water, and I try to water every day. I don't think we've missed a day yet. There's a couple things we read online. One could be a lack of pollination, so basically the bees aren't very attracted to the squash flowers, so they weren't coming to pollinate. Now we saw squash before we saw flowers, and that was confusing to us because I thought you had to pollinate the flower to get the squash. Well, in fact, the squash will grow without the flower. It just won't have any seeds. So what we've done to prevent that brown rot on the ends, it'd be right here on the end, we pull the flower off after the flower turns brown, and all the ones that we didn't pull the flowers off, we noticed were turning brown. Now that's one thing that we've done. The other thing is it could be coming from a calcium deficiency. So we're trying two different remedies. Over here we're doing eggshells. Eggshells are high in calcium, so when we're done cooking eggs, we're throwing the eggshells, grind them up and boil them, and then put them over here. And on the other side we're putting Tums in order to help build up the calcium level. So now this plant has some weird deficiency. I haven't actually looked into it enough to figure out what this is. I don't know if this is just a different variety of squash. It came in the same packs of seeds that we got. We actually got these at the farmer's market. But it's this one plant right here, and all the leaves are almost like they're peeling off. So it's almost like the epidermis layer or the cuticle layer is separating from the leaf. So I'm not sure that has anything to do with really much of anything other than the fact that it's not as pretty as some of the other squashes we have. But so a few different things. You can try to put more flowers in your garden. So we don't have a whole lot of flowers, but we are growing a few over here. We're starting now to try and get some more flowers to pollinate our garden, to bring more bees and, you know, help prevent that brown rot on the end of our squash. And secondly, just having other garden plants around. You know, these are on the back row here, these are all cucumbers and they have flowers, and we haven't seen a lot of bees, and pulling the flowers off seems to have remedied the problem. We're not 100% sure if it was not the calcium deficiency or whether the flower being on there too long was the reason for the brown rot, but a combination of both those things seems to have done the trick. And if you're having that same problem, try that and then, you know, go from there. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel and I'll tell you more garden facts, and you'll be notified when I upload more videos. Basically, we're just out here on the homestead trying to grow some fruits and vegetables so we don't have to buy as much. Thanks for watching. Press that like button as well.